So this is sushi, and this is pounded yam. This is tofu, and this is pap. Now pause for a second. Did you notice something? No? Okay. Let me show you what many of us missed. Okay? Now, you see, sushi is a Japanese dish. And everywhere in the world, from Paris to Pretoria, it is proudly called sushi. They don't say rice and fish roll. They don't explain what it is made of. They don't apologize for it. They just serve it, and the world accepts it. But we Africans, we bend over backwards to translate our culture for others. This here is called Ema in Edo language, Iyan in Yoruba. But instead of using our names, we call it pounded yam, so the foreign tongue can be comfortable. In fact, some of us even Google what yam looks like just to explain it to foreigners, as if their acceptance validates our culture. Now, imagine calling sushi, or imagine someone trying to translate sushi to Vanguard rice rolled in seaweed and raw fish. Oh boy. Would you enter a restaurant with that name? I mean, like, instead of sushi bar, as we always see it, you see something like Vanguard rice rolled in seaweed raw fish bar. I bet no one would dare go in there. You won't dare go in there. But that's exactly what we do with ours. We explain and rename until it no longer sounds like us. It's not fair, honestly. It's colonial residue, and we need to deal with it. Now, let's try something else. This is tofu. It is Chinese. And it stays tofu in every freaking language. But this, in my language, it's called eko. Some call it akamu. But do you know what we call it? Pap. To make it palatable to people who think African names are too complex. French calls this croissant, but we call bolé, roasted plantain. Then you will even see or hear some folk, black folk, Nigerians say grilled banana, as if that alleviates it. Grilled banana. Seriously? Who grills banana? You see, why do we do this? Why do we shrink ourselves to fit into spaces that were never built for us? They struggle with Ọviẹnzowọba but say Schwarzenegger with ease. They mock Oziengbe but pronounce Mile Kozvisk without blinking. Now we try to westernize everything to the point that we even twist Itohan into IT, Oziengbe into OZ, Oziengbe into IZ. Some would even translate it to patience, losing its meaning and nuance. Oziengbe is not even a proper noun. It's a sentence in Edo language. It means I am patient or I was patient. You see? But I know people, great men called Ngugi wa Thiong'o, Didan Kimati, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Kwame Nkrumah, Tetu Betul, and Oba Ewari Ogidigan. You see, those were men. I know names like Anta Diop, Sekou Toure, Ozoluani Baromi, Amika Cabral, Modibo Keita, and Baba Fela Anikulapo Kuti, and so many. Those names shook empires. They resisted colonialism and fought to mentally liberate Africans. Not because they were easy to say, but because they carried weight, meaning, and identity. So here's my point. Stop renaming your food, your name, and your children, your identity, to please people who would never do the same for you. Call it ema, not pounded yam. Call it eko or akamu, not pap. Say bolé, not roasted plantain, grilled banana. And wear your name like a crown, not like an apology. If they can learn to pronounce taletelier, both Bogeyon and Worcestershire, they can damn well learn Ọviẹnzowọba, because we are not the footnotes of global culture. We are the authors of our own story. So the next time you sit to eat your ema, your amala, your bolé, your ogbono, or your abacha, call it by its name. Say it with pride. Don't dilute your identity to make others comfortable in their ignorance. Because language is memory. Names are history. And every time you rename what is yours to suit someone else, you chip away at the soul of a civilization that once taught the world to count, to cast bronze, to govern, and to trade. So here's the call. Reclaim your names. Reclaim your food. Reclaim your voice. Don't just eat African. Speak African. Live African. Be unapologetically African. Because if we don't honor our own, we teach the world that our heritage is optional. But it's not. It's essential. It is ancestral. And it is ours to preserve, to pronounce, and to pass on. So don't be ashamed of your identity. Call it ema, call it amala, call it akpu, call it akamu, call it bolé, call it egusi, call it enyubo, call it whatever it is. You all no want any explanation to explain what you dey chop. It is pounded yam, it is pap, it is melon, it is grilled banana, it is baked beans, moi moi, baked beans. Come on.